Many people do not understand that there are unseen eyes watching them in the spiritual realm, eyes that do not look with love, but with intent to monitor, to hinder, and to block every step they try to take. You may have sensed it before, that strange feeling that nothing you do goes unnoticed, that every time you try to rise, something hidden pulls you back down. This is not your mind playing tricks. These are what I call monitoring spirits, invisible beings that watch like jealous rivals waiting for the chance to strike. When such spirits focus their gaze on you, life begins to feel like it is always under surveillance. Doors that should open with ease stay locked. Relationships that should grow suddenly fall apart. Money that should increase slips away quickly. It feels like someone unseen is tracking your movement, and the moment you try to move forward, they step in to block you. Their purpose is to keep you stuck in cycles of delay and frustration, and they succeed only when you remain unaware. But today I am here to reveal a strong prophetic action that blinds these spirits immediately. It is simple, it is safe, and it carries deep spiritual authority. By washing your eyes with this prophetic remedy, you are not only cleansing your physical body, but declaring in the spirit realm that your vision belongs to God and not to evil watchers. This shuts down every wicked gaze and ends the invisible surveillance that has been slowing your progress. Imagine for a moment a home with windows left open at night. Anyone passing by can look inside and see everything happening. That is what your life looks like when monitoring spirits are watching. But when you close the windows, draw the curtains, and declare no entry, those outside are left powerless and blind. This is exactly what happens when you wash your eyes prophetically. You shut spiritual windows and force the enemy into blindness. So many people have been fighting for years, trapped in battles that feel never-ending, not because they lack strength, but because invisible eyes have been monitoring their progress. The enemy knows that once you are free from his gaze, nothing will be able to block your destiny. That is why this prophetic action is not just a symbol, it is a weapon of spiritual warfare. When you carry it out with faith, you will notice quick changes in your peace, your focus, and your clarity in the spirit. Today marks the end of spiritual surveillance in your life. No more unseen eyes watching your every step. No more evil gazes tracking your movement as you perform this act. Monitoring spirits will fall, fail, and lose their grip over you. You will walk forward unseen by the enemy, hidden and covered under divine light. This is your moment of release, and it begins with the simple act of prophetically washing your eyes. Monitoring spirits are like spiritual spies sent to track a person's journey. They do not just watch quietly, they collect information, follow your habits, and send reports to dark sources so that attacks can be planned at the perfect time. They can show up as repeated bad luck, constant patterns of failure, or sudden setbacks when success is just in sight. This is why sometimes it feels like you are doing everything right, yet something unseen keeps stopping you because someone in the spiritual realm is observing and plotting. In many households, these cycles continue for generations. People notice that no one rises beyond a certain level. Engagements never lead to marriage. Money disappears as soon as it arrives. These patterns are not random. They are proof of spiritual surveillance. The spirits watch your growth and set traps so the same struggles repeat across generations. Until that gaze is broken, life feels like running endlessly, but never reaching the finish line. Monitoring spirits also work through people as tools. A person who seems harmless may always show up wherever you go, or someone online may always be the first to see your posts but never offer support. At times it is not the person themselves, but the spirit using them as a doorway into your life. This is why prophetic acts that close spiritual entry points are so vital. They shut off the invisible cameras that are feeding your life details to the enemy. These spirits move through jealousy, witchcraft, and generational curses. They are not random forces. They are assigned to hold back destinies. They see blessings before you notice them and place obstacles in position to block them. But once you shut your spiritual eyes to them and open your sight fully to God, their work falls apart. They cannot track what they cannot see. You may have noticed that in some of your dreams it feels as if someone is watching or following you. That is not by chance. Monitoring spirits also attack in dreams to weaken your spiritual vision. They bring confusion, fear, and distractions, so you cannot clearly hear God's direction. This is why cleansing your eyes prophetically is more than just a ritual. It is the restoration of your inner vision. When your spiritual eyes are renewed, your discernment becomes sharp. You begin to sense danger before it arrives, recognize traps before you walk into them, and see opportunities that the enemy tried to hide. Breaking surveillance is like suddenly realizing you were sitting in a dark room and someone turned on the light. Everything that was hidden is revealed, and every force tracking you becomes blind. This is the moment to take your authority back. By preparing the prophetic eye wash and praying as you do it, you are declaring to every monitoring spirit, "Enough. My vision is dedicated to God. Your gaze is broken and your power is cut off." It is not just a physical action. It is a spiritual statement that your life is no longer an open page for the enemy to read. The eyes are more than organs of vision. They are windows of the soul and entrances to the spirit. What you take in through your eyes shapes your heart, your mind, and even your destiny. This is why dark forces target the eyes, not only your physical sight, but your spiritual perception. When your spiritual eyes are weakened, you may see clearly in the natural, but remain blind to traps and blessings in the unseen. In the physical world, your eyes guide you safely. Without clear sight, you stumble, you take wrong paths, and you face danger. The same truth applies spiritually. When your inner sight is clouded, you cannot see who is truly for you or against you. People may smile while secretly planning your downfall. Opportunities may look attractive but be wrapped in deception. But with clear spiritual sight, you navigate with wisdom, clarity, and safety. Across history, and in many testimonies, people have shared moments when their eyes were opened not physically, but spiritually. Suddenly, they understood the real situation, saw the hidden enemy, or received divine instruction. That is the gift of spiritual vision. It provides foresight and insight that others do not have. It protects you from being tricked by forces you cannot see. When you prophetically wash your eyes, you are not just removing dust. You are symbolically washing away blindness, confusion, and spiritual invasion. You are declaring that your vision is no longer open ground for the enemy. You are making it clear to the unseen realm that your perception belongs to God, and every evil eye that tries to monitor you will go blind. Many people experience unnecessary losses because their spiritual sight is dimmed. They fail to notice when an opportunity is a trap, when a person's kindness is a mask, or when an idea is sent to derail their progress. But once your spiritual eyes are restored, discernment flows naturally. You become alert to danger and open to blessings. That is why the prophetic eye wash is powerful. It reclaims your spiritual doorway. Think of a window covered with dirt. From inside, you cannot see out clearly. From outside, everything looks clouded. But once the window is cleaned, Light pours in, and your view becomes sharp. That is what happens when you wash your spiritual eyes. The fog lifts, and clarity replaces confusion. It is not superstition. It is a prophetic step backed by faith and intention. This act also sends a clear message to every monitoring spirit. Their access is cut. They cannot follow what they cannot see, and they cannot harm what is hidden. Your eyes become guarded windows sealed under divine protection. That is the power you step into when you carry out this ritual. Prepare yourself by choosing a quiet place where you will not be disturbed. This prophetic act is far more than a simple action of the body. It is a moment of spiritual warfare and alignment. Calm your mind and heart by breathing slowly and inviting the presence of God. As you do this, picture every hidden watcher losing sight of you, their plans falling apart as you step into divine safety. Take a clean glass or bowl and fill it with fresh water. If possible, use spring water or water that has been boiled and cooled to represent purity. As the water rests, speak softly over it. This is not ordinary water. It becomes a tool of cleansing and protection. Restoration in my life. The purity of the water stands for the clarity you're about to take back. Add a pinch of salt into the water. Salt has always been a symbol of preservation, covenant, and cleansing. As you let it fall in, say, "As this salt melts away, every watching spirit assigned to me melts and vanishes." Watch the salt fade into the water and let it remind you that hidden pollution is being neutralized. Now pour a few drops of olive oil into the same water. Olive oil stands for anointing and divine strength. As it stays on the surface, declare, "As this oil rests upon the water, God's anointing rests upon my sight. My eyes will see what he desires me to see, and every wicked eye is blinded." The mixture is now set apart for your prophetic act. Lift your hands above the bowl and pray aloud. Ask God to bless the water and turn it into a shield of defense. Speak words of power like, "I command every evil watcher to lose their grip over my life. My sight is washed, my destiny is hidden, and my way is made clear." This prayer spoken aloud sets the tone for what comes next. Dip the tips of your fingers into the water and gently touch your closed eyelids. Do not let the water enter your eyes. This is a symbolic prophetic action. As you touch your eyelids, picture layers of spiritual haze being lifted and your inner vision shining brighter. Say, "My spiritual eyes are washed. I am hidden from the enemy and seen only by God." Do this 3 times. The number 3 carries the meaning of completeness and divine agreement. Each time you repeat it, strengthen your declaration. First touch, the watchers are blinded. Second touch, my eyes are open to God's direction. Third touch, my journey is sealed under his covering. Let these words flow with faith from your heart. After this, dip your finger in the olive oil that floats above the water and place a small dot on your forehead between your eyes. This is your mark. As you anoint yourself, say, "I am hidden under holy light. No evil gaze can reach me. My vision is guarded and my future is secured." Feel the oil as a real sign of your new spiritual status. Stand still for a few moments with your eyes closed, breathing slowly. Picture chains falling apart, doors shutting, and dark eyes turning away. See yourself stepping forward, unseen by the enemy, but directed by holy light. This mental picture strengthens the result of your prophetic act. Finally, pour out the leftover water in a clean place, like at the roots of a tree or down a drain, while declaring, "As this water leaves my hands, every monitoring spirit leaves my life. As it flows away, their control is gone for good." This closes the prophetic washing and frees you into liberty. When you open your eyes after this, expect sharpness. Pay close attention to your dreams, your thoughts, and your connections over the coming days. Many people speak of a fresh sense of peace, guidance, and safety after doing this act. It is not magic. It is faith put into practice using a simple physical step to declare a powerful spiritual truth. There are people who have shared what happened after doing such prophetic acts, and their stories show how strong this kind of washing can be. One woman said she always felt as if she was being watched and uneasy, like every move she made was tracked. She faced broken relationships and sudden collapse of businesses, but after she washed her eyes prophetically, she felt instant release. The weight lifted, calm filled her heart, and those disturbing feelings of being watched disappeared. Another story came from a man who faced never-ending delays at work. Each time he was close to sealing a deal, something odd happened and it slipped away. He later came to understand that spiritual monitoring was cutting his blessings at the last moment. After doing the eye-washing act, he said new chances appeared within days. Clients who had vanished reached out again, and new opportunities opened up as if invisible walls had been torn down. Some describe a change in their dreams after doing this, where once they saw eyes watching them, shadows following, or strange faces showing up, suddenly those dreams ended. Instead, they saw light, open paths, and guidance from above. This change in their dream life was a clear sign their spiritual eyes were restored and evil surveillance broken off. There are also reports of confidence returning. People who used to live in fear, always doubting themselves, suddenly felt courage and clarity come back. They no longer felt as though they were under constant judgment, but instead walked with the assurance of being covered. This new courage was not just mental, it was freedom of the spirit appearing in daily living. One even said they stopped getting unwanted attention from jealous people. It was as though the evil eyes fixed on them lost sight. Those who once tried to pry into their life lost interest and calm returned. That is the secret blessing of blinding monitoring spirits. Not only are you safe, but needless battles vanish. These stories prove this is not just an empty ritual, it is a prophetic action. When you step into it with faith, the spirit world reacts. Just as light breaks darkness instantly, so does this prophetic washing scatter every evil gaze. What you believe and declare while doing it becomes the seed of your freedom. That is why when you prepare to do this act, you must bring your heart fully. Do not treat it as a mere habit, but as a declaration of war against every evil eye. See it as the time you walk away from surveillance and into divine shelter. The stories you heard can also be yours if you do it with faith and intent. Now that you know the strength of this prophetic eyewash, it is time to seal it with deep prayer. Shut your eyes and raise your hands. Breathe in and call on the presence of God. Imagine bright light surrounding you, protecting you and blinding every dark watcher assigned to your life. This is your moment of authority. Speak it with boldness. Pray out loud. My Father, my eyes belong to you. Every wicked gaze sent to track me is blinded. Every spirit set to watch me is broken. As I have washed my eyes prophetically, my sight is restored. My destiny is hidden and my way is protected. Let your words flow like fire. Declare 3 times my eyes are open to God's will and shut to every evil eye. With each declaration, imagine invisible chains falling, doors shutting, and dark eyes losing their grip. Feel the shift in the air as your words take hold. Now speak straight to the unseen powers. Every spirit assigned to monitor me, lose your control now. Your chain is broken. Your gaze is covered. You can no longer follow me, my home, my wealth, or my calling. I walk under holy light. This is not soft speech. This is a command. Seal this prayer with thanks. Say, "Thank you, Father, for washing my spiritual sight. Thank you for hiding me from the enemy's eyes. Thank you for giving me wisdom to walk safely, prosper, and live with discernment. Gratitude secures your freedom. Then stay silent for a few moments. Breathe deeply and sense the peace that follows battle. Imagine yourself walking ahead, free from spiritual watching, hidden from evil eyes but open to divine favor. This is now your life, your sight washed, your vision clear, your way guarded. As you complete this act, remember you have entered a new level of freedom. Your spiritual sight is clean, your discernment sharp, and every wicked eye once aimed at you is blinded. This is not a one-time act, but an open door to a lifestyle of safety and clarity. Walk boldly in this new state, knowing you are shielded. Now keep your spiritual eyes awake and your heart watchful. Notice how things once blocked suddenly open, how relationships once ruined begin to grow, and how your peace becomes deeper. These are the signs that this prophetic act has worked and that God's hand is over you. Write down these changes so you can testify and uplift others. Share this truth with someone else fighting unseen battles. Each time you share, you are not just passing knowledge but passing freedom. Urge them to pray, to watch, and to do this prophetic act with faith. When one person's eyes are opened, their whole family can be freed. Stay connected to teachings and prayers that lift your spirit. Keep shaping your life with faith, purity, and intentional prophetic steps. This way, monitoring spirits can never return to control your life. You become like a city hidden under divine light, shielded, sharp, and unstoppable. Finally, thank God for what He has done and speak it boldly. Say, "My eyes are washed, my sight is restored. I am hidden from every dark watcher and open only to holy favor." Then urge others to share their testimonies, subscribe, and spread the word so more people can walk in this freedom. This is not just a single act. It is a wave of deliverance, and you are now a part of it. This teaching and prophetic act has been brought to you through Maya's Watchtower, a place where hidden truths are revealed, practical steps are taught, and powerful prayers are released to cover, heal, and restore lives. As you perform this eye-washing act and share your story, remember that you are now part of a growing group of believers who refuse to live under unseen surveillance. Maya's Watchtower exists to guide you into light, to uncover the hidden, and to arm you with wisdom and tools for victory in every area of life.